morning. I have compiled a 30 minutes quick energizing powerful practice for you to get ready for your day. All you need is your mat. This practice is for everybody. Enjoy.
Let's come into Child's Pose. Open your knees wide, stretch your arms out in front of you, and release the forehead to the mat. Take a moment, tune into the rhythm of your breath, get grounded, and ready for this practice. If you like, you can set an intention for your practice or for your day. And slowly come up into your tabletop. Bring your knees, hips width apart, your hands shoulder width apart, and start your cat-cow breaths. Arching on your inhalation, rounding on the exhalation. Breathing in and breathing out. And you can either continue with your cat-cow breaths like this, or you can move the body around, up and down, back and forth. Don't think about it, enjoy. Come back to neutral spine when you're ready. Tuck your toes and move into your first downward facing dog of this practice. You can pedal your legs, walk the dog out. Just make it feel good. And on your inhale, lift your heels. Lower your heels, exhale. Lift your heels and lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Step your feet together. Reach your right leg up. Bend your knee and bring your right foot over to your left. Three-legged dog pose. Breathe. Straighten your leg again. Then bring your knee to your nose. Come to core plank. Hug one to the other. Inhale, reach it back up. Bring your knee back to your nose. And step your right foot forward. Come to high crescent lunge. Back toes are tucked. Arms reach to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, open up. Exhale, stay. Breathe. Hands to the mat. Step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog with your exhalation. Bring your feet together. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee. Bring your left foot over to the right side. Three-legged dog pose. And straighten your leg back behind you. Bring your knee to your nose. Hug it into core plank pose. Then inhale, lift the leg up behind you. Knee to nose. And step your left foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Back toes are tucked. Arms reach to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Pause. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank, maybe three-legged plank, chaturanga. Upward dog, breath in. Downward dog, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And slowly come onto your tiptoes and walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, hands to shins or fingertips on the mat. Fold, exhale. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And one more time, lengthen halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. On your next inhalations, arms wide, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Tadasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Have a wonderful practice. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen halfway. Step back into your high plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Step, or if you're ready to hop, hop to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, arms reach to the sky, look up and fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, take it back, chaturanga, hop it if you're ready. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. 2 breaths. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop to the top, halfway lift and fold. Inhale, rise up, stretch up, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, lower down. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Stay, breathe, focus. Lift your heels, bend the knees, walk or hop forward. Halfway lift and fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, drop your hips, reach your arms to the sky. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in and breathe out. Sink a little bit lower. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog with your inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Step your right foot forward. Warrior 1. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, stay. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, open more. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps. Arms reach to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, open more. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lower down. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Reach your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise up into high crescent lunge. Bring your hands to heart center and twist to your right, left elbow outside of your right thigh. If you're modifying, you could bring your left hand down on the inside of your right foot and reach your right arm to the sky. Breathe, palms pressed, look down to your right foot. Step your left foot to your right foot. And you're in this twisting chair pose, just like that. Hips lower than your heart, twist more. Gently come back to center, reach your arms to the sky into chair pose. Exhale, fold it forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, walk or hop. Upward dog, breath in. Downward facing dog with your exhalation. Inhale your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward. High crescent lunge, left side. Reach your arms to the sky. Pause. Hands to heart center. And take your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh for this twist. Press the elbow, press the palms, and open up. Take your gaze to your left foot. Step your right foot forward to your left foot. Twisting chair pose. Breathe in. Twist with your exhale. Inhale. Twist, exhale. Come back to center. Arms reach to the sky. Chair pose. Sink nice and low. And fold it forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale right into crow pose. Press the palms, retract the shoulders. Either bring your knees to your armpits or shin bones to upper arms and lean forward. Lift your toes, bring your heels towards your buttocks. Lift, 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 lift. Pause. And hop it back to chaturanga. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Come right up into Warrior Two pose. Bend into your right leg. Tailbone draws down. Shoulders soften. Next, inhale, straighten your right leg. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee. Come back to Warrior Two. Lengthen forward, side angle pose. Any variation of side angle pose, any expression you want to take on today. What is possible today? Maybe half bind, maybe bind. Make sure you're rotating your left shoulder back, chin to your shoulder. Breathe. And release, come back up. Warrior Two. Straighten your right leg, straight-legged triangle pose, hinge forward. Right hand behind your right foot, left arm to the sky. If you don't have a prop hand, if you're outside, maybe bring your hand to your shin bone if your fingertips don't touch the ground. Breathe. Open up. And firm in your legs, come back up. Hands to your hips, turn your right foot in. Elbows come in. Forward fold, straddle. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and then walk your hands back in between your feet so that the heels of your hands line up with the heels of your feet. Chaturanga arms. Breath in and breath out. And walk your hands forward again, lift up halfway. Hands to the hips, rise all the way back up. Arms reach out. And your left foot turns out. Come into Warrior Two, left side. Next breath in, straighten your left leg, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bend your left knee, Warrior Two. Side angle poses next. Come forward, bring your left hand down or forearm to the thigh. Take on any expression that is calling you today. Open up. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Release the pose, come back to Warrior Two. And then straighten your left leg, straight-legged triangle pose, hinge forward. And bring your left fingertips down behind the foot or your hand to your shin bone. Open up. Nice long line from fingertips to fingertips. Firm in your legs. Inhale, rise back up. Turn your left foot in. And then bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Stretch your knuckles back. And come back into this forward full straddle with your arms up and over. Breathe in and breathe out. If this isn't available to you, you can take opposite hand to opposite elbow or a strap in between your hands. Hands to the mat, lift halfway up. Then rise all the way back up, reach your arms out, bend your right knee, toes turn out. Hands to the mat, step back, chaturanga. Upward dog, breath in. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center, mountain pose. Take a moment, check in. Eagle pose, arms reach up. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Bend your knees. Wrap your right leg around your left leg. Maybe kickstand the toes to the ground. Hug it all into the center line. Pause. Then release, reach your right leg up. Extend the leg. And now bring your leg back behind you. Extend the leg. Airplane pose, release your arms by your side, palms facing down. If you stumble, come back as many times as it takes. Step your right foot back, warrior one, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, chaturanga lower. Upward dog breath in. Downward dog breath out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop forward. Halfway lift. Unfold. Inhale, rise up. Eagle pose on the left side. Left arm swings underneath the right. Bend your knees, left leg over right leg. Sink nice and low. Hug everything into the center. Breathe. And slowly get ready. Reach your left knee up. Extend the leg. And bend your knee again and bring the leg back behind you for your airplane pose. Release your arms by your side. Keep your chest lifted. Extend. And then step your left foot back. Reach your arms to the sky. Warrior one. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. And plank pose. You can bring your knees to the mat if you're modifying. Lower chaturanga. Lift to plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank, you're doing great. Lower and lift. Now bring your right knee into your nose. Step it back. Left knee to the nose. Step it back. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Come back to plank and lower all the way down onto the belly. Release your arms by your side, coming right up into your locust pose. Inhale, reach your arms, reach your legs, maybe interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift up a little bit more. And slowly exhale, lower all the way down. Turn your head to one side. Breathe. And come back up one more time, locust pose. Interlace your fingers, stretch it up, reach it up. And bend your knees and reach back for your feet or ankles, or stay in your locust pose. Kick your shin bones back. Bring it up, lift the chest. Reach, breathe. Breathe a little more. And lower down. Relax. Turn your head the other way. Feel that heart thumping. Hands underneath your shoulders. Come into your upward facing dog. And move into downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees. Stand up on your knees for camel pose. You bring your hands into your pockets. Press your hips forward. Lift your chest. And slowly go back. Either stay or bring your hands onto your feet. Let the head release back. Press your hips forward. Breathe. And slowly rise back up. Sit back onto your heels for Thunderbolt. Just take a moment and check in. Bring your hands back forward. Tuck your toes. Come into down dog. Come forward to plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, cross your ankles, hop right into your seated posture, and lie down onto your back. Option B, bring your knees down, lie down on your back. Get ready for your bridge pose. Lift your hips. Either keep your hands by your side, palms down, or interlace your fingers. Press your fists down into the mat. If you come up to your upward facing bow, bring your hands on either side of your head, and then press up, push into the hands. Move your shin bones back, heart forward, straighten your arms more. Breathe. Tuck your chin and lower down. And just let the knees sway from side to side. And hug the knees into the chest. Extend your legs to the sky. We'll be coming up to boat pose, arms by your side. Lower your legs halfway and slowly rock up. If this isn't available to you, just bend your knees, roll to your side, and then join us here. Reach your fingertips to your toes, lift your legs up high. Option here to bend the knees or bring the heels to the mat. Chest stays lifted. Breathe. And bring your hands behind your knees. Bend your knees to rock back and forth. Ankles crossed, you walk or hop back. Chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg. Bring your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon pose. Slide the left leg back and slowly lower down. Maybe bring the forehead onto your hands or onto a block. If you're modifying here, you can come into thread the needle pose. All these sounds around you, all the birds chirping, the waterfall in the background. Let these all be white noise, not distracting you from staying present. And slowly walk yourself back up. Tuck your toes, come back to your downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up, pigeon pose on your left side. Good, find your expression of this pose. Remember, your body is your guru. That's the only voice you need to listen to. Breathe. If you're getting distracted, come back to the breath and the body. Slowly walk yourself back up. Take your right leg forward, bring your left leg forward, bend your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, and round forehead to the knees. And bring yourself back up. Extend your legs out in front of you for seated forward fold. Arms reach to the sky and lengthen forward. Shoulders soften away from the ears. Deep breaths. And bring yourself back up. And we'll take an inversion, and this may be a headstand or a shoulder stand. Or you can simply extend your legs up to the sky. If you have a block, come into Waterfall Pose. For your headstand, interlace your fingers, bring your elbows and shoulder width apart. And slowly come up. For your shoulder stand, your hips lift and your legs extend up. Hips higher than the heart, heart higher than the head, inversion. If you're in your headstand, slowly lower your feet to the mat and come into a child's pose. If you're in shoulder stand, bend your knees and gently release back down. And just bring your feet to the mat. Maybe sway the knees side to side. Then we'll all come up and lie down on the back. Wherever you went, let's find ourselves on the back. Getting ready for final Shavasana. Cross your right leg over your left, shift your hips to the right, and let the knees drop to the left side. Right arm reaches out and your head turns. Spinal twist. Bring your knees back up, uncross your legs, cross your left leg over your right, hips shift to the left, and the knees fall to the right side. Turn your head to the left. It's like this beautiful bird is singing just for us. Bring your knees back up, uncross your legs. Hug the knees into the chest. Come into happy baby pose. Knees bend, you hold your feet or your toes. And let's find our final Shavasana. Stay here for as long as you like. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.